After a long year, we're finally back. You thought we were done, but we're just getting started.
Yes, sir.
Finally back. This big episode. If you're a big sneakerhead, I'm telling you, you better stay for this one. Today in the house, we got a special guest, V2Tay. Man, do us a favor, introduce yourself, big dog.
So, man, I appreciate that. On V2V.solez on Instagram. I've been selling shoes for about 3 years now. I'm glad y'all brought me on the show, man.
Bro, appreciate it. So for those who you don't know, this podcast is called Wall of Friends with me, George, Willie, and my brother William, where we ask our friends what inspires them, what scares them, and more. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and let's have a good one. For those who don't know you, where did V2 come from?
All right, this is gonna be silly to a couple people, but
Hey, that's your brand right there, big dog.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's just crazy how I came up with it. Like, I've been playing video games all my life.
Yeah.
And like, I just like to be unique, and I made a gamer tag. Name was Voth, VOATH, Voth, and I put it together. I was like, Voth too vicious, V2V.
Oh, okay.
Bro, it came from a video game tag. Like,
You know who else got their video game tag or whatever?
Who?
Mr. Beast.
For real?
Yeah, because he used to be, I guess a random generator whenever he was also gaming, and he used to be Mr. Beast 6000.
Oh, that's where you got the 6,000
Yeah,
from?
yeah, that's where it's
Oh,
6000
shoot, I
from.
did not
So
know that.
for the longest time, whenever he was starting his YouTube career, it was like Mr. Beast
6,000?
6000.
For real?
But then, like, he was debating, should I keep the 6,000? Should I not keep the 6,000? And he just like, screw it, I'm just gonna call myself Mr. Beast.
Beast.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's nothing like, out of this world. It's definitely something, not weird at all. I don't think.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
no
pretty
doubt.
unique. I've never heard it before, so.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
So tell us, where'd you grow up, and how'd you become the young man you are now today?
Man, I grew up in Stuttgart, Arkansas, and Little Rock. I was moving like back and forth as a child, kind of. I even stayed in Texas when I was little.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been moving back and forth, so I got to experience like a lot of like different environments and had to adapt to a lot of different situations.
Yeah.
So
Did you like that moving around or not really?
I never had a problem with it. I always kind of been like I've always been like outgoing and easy, like to talk to people and stuff. So
Yeah.
I like meeting new people and establishing new relationships and things of that such. So it's been cool to me. It's been cool.
You're like a chameleon. You just adapt camouflage to the situations where you're put in, basically.
Yeah. That's how. You feel me? That's how I used to be, and that's how I still am.
You're right.
I'm more exclusive now, kind of. As I'm growing up.
Yeah.
Maturing, but I can still adapt to any situation.
Well, I appreciate you making this drive out here since you're exclusive now. You know what I mean?
No, I ain't been exclusive. I think I meant excluded. That's what I think I meant. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
yeah, kind of like out the way.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, you grew up in, I guess, Little Rock, Texas, Stuttgart. And I guess off camera we were talking about how you went to Bryant. After high school, what was your career path like or looking like, or what was your goals? Especially like I think it's so hard asking an 18-year-old, hey, figure out the rest of your life.
What you want to do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like there's some people who are 35, 40 who are like,
they still don't know what they want to do in their life. Yeah.
Exactly. And then
they're still trying to figure it out.
I mean, I'm 28. I'm low-key still trying to figure out what's the next step,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
No, absolutely no. Like, it's like, just wanting more, just challenging myself. But, like,
right.
For you, a high school graduate and, just...
So, like I mentioned before, I've been playing on sports all my life. So I played football. I've been playing football. I took football seriously in high school, and man, I saw myself in the NFL.
Really?
I saw myself in the NFL, man. You know, just
At what age did you see yourself at playing NFL?
like what, like 22, 23?
No, but like when you were, how long have you been playing football? Like when you were
okay.
little, you know,
Oh,
people
man.
say like, oh, I'm gonna make it to an NFL when you were like 8 years old. Like,
Oh, bro.
this is my career path, you know.
Bro, you like right on spot. Like from I was like 6 to 7, like I knew like, bro, like I'm going to the NFL.
Yeah.
Like I knew it, and I think I always been pretty good at football. I always loved it, and like I could have went way harder, but I don't know. I always seen myself in the NFL.
As like, obviously like the career path to the NFL is like high school, college, and then NFL. How did you take those steps to try to get to the dream that I guess you wanted at that one point?
Man, it took a lot of like restless nights for real. It took a lot of like dedication, a lot of studying. I tried like real hard with the like ACT stuff. I feel short a couple times. I took it a couple times, but just a lot of things like that you don't want to do that you have to do. Like I used to wake up with like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning for like morning practice, 4 or 5 days out the week during school.
Yeah.
And then got to go to class and have lift weights in the middle of the day and then lift weights at the end of the day. Plus,
Oh, they made you do that in Bryant?
oh yeah.
Oh
It's
my
like
days.
it's like a
Yeah, bro. They had Coach Kelly, bro.
see when Coach Cali left when I got there. It was
See, that's why they
really?
won championship.
Probably. No
Not
diss
ju-
on Coach Kelly, bro. I
Not
love
just
Coach
kidding,
Kelly.
Oh yeah.
He coached me 2 years. So,
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Coach James. Coach James came, the head coach. Yeah, man, they got the thing set up like a college program though.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, they've won it like 5 years back
Yeah,
to
they
back.
done
So
something different.
yeah.
set up like a college program for sure, and like we definitely got that experience. But yeah, man, we was going. They had us going hard.
Yeah.
Since I got there. But yeah, just whole bunch of workouts, a lot of early mornings, late nights, a lot of studying, all that, man. Trying to get there, trying to live the dream.
For sure. And once I guess you since that dream didn't work out, like what was your next like plan of action?
The thing is, like, I really didn't have I didn't have another plan after that. Like I didn't have, cause I don't believe in giving myself like a backup plan or a plan B, because I feel like I'm kind of like presetting myself up for failure, you know?
Yeah.
Because bro, I should this plan A is gonna work, and it's like no questions, like
Yeah.
no
Mhm.
ifs, ands, or buts. That's how you should see it.
Right.
So I never gave myself like a backup plan or anything.
So you thought you were always gonna be to the NFL?
Like not forever, but you know.
No, right.
Yeah, I was gonna go to NFL, invest my money wisely, and
Right, yeah.
be able to live off all my hard work like
Right.
forever. Have my family straight, everybody I love, like everything. That's my plan. That's my goal.
And off camera, we were talking about how you actually got a football scholarship to go play at A-State, right?
Well, see, it wasn't exactly at A-State. I had football scholarships like at like a lot of other different colleges.
Yeah.
But I got like a preferred walk on A-State because I was
Okay.
telling you, like, man, I was trying. I never been like that academic like phenomenon. Like, it didn't interest me. Like, bro, I was the type of person like falling asleep in class. Like, I don't pay attention to none of it. I still did what I was supposed to do so I can play football. But
Right, yeah.
bro, I should have did way more. And like looking back on it, I regret not even doing like more than the bare minimum, because I could have been way further than where I've been. But man, yeah, I got preferred walk on the A-State. But I'm telling you, like, I feel like I could have went and played anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I could have went and played.
How was that like, being a walk-on at A-State?
Bro, I never got to touch the field. I haven't played football since high school. I never got to touch the field at both colleges I transferred.
Really?
It always been a problem with my grades or something like that, or my like my GPA or something like. I don't know, man. I ain't have my head on right for real.
Yeah. And that's something that kind of like interesting. I want to like sort of like incorporate or just kind of relate. Kind of like, I don't know if you know who Gary V is.
Gary V. Where you from?
He's from New York. He's like
He's an entrepreneur.
entrepreneur. He built up his dad's wine library from like 3 million to 60 million like dollars
Damn.
within like 10-year spans. Then he left that completely, and then started a media business with his brother, and now has it up to like $200 million
Sound like
plus.
that's gonna be y'all.
I don't know, but my point is like Gary Vee, he was straight up like, I'm not saying this was you, but straight up F student, and he like posted his grades like he didn't want to pay attention in school, like none of that was something that interested him.
Right.
But what it was in his DNA, and it seems like it's in your DNA, was like entrepreneurship,
Right.
something that like interested you and sparked. So what sparked that moment where you started, do what you do now for a living, and it's turned out to be a good career path for yourself?
The first thing that really sparked it for me is like watching my mom grow up. Like me growing up watching my mom, she has like, I don't like to speak negative on things because I feel like the power of your tongue is so.
Absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
But like my mom has like minor like health issues,
Yeah.
so she never like I seen her like laying in bed tired, can't go to work, us living off food stamps and ramen noodles, and like not being able to go to Chick-fil-A when we want to, not
Right,
being able
yeah.
to do this and that. And this is in high school, like, bro, like nobody really knows, but when I first moved to Bryan, like me, my mom, and my brother, we stayed in a 1-bedroom apartment, like the whole for like 2 years, 1-bedroom apartment, like thugging it out, cooling, like it's no problem. We all love each other, like we were making it work. And I don't know, like I just never wanted to like have to experience that myself or like put anybody else I love through that. So, and I don't know, I always been like a leader, and I don't know, I don't want to say I don't like working for anybody, but I don't know, I like to call the shots, really. You know what I mean? I like to be in control of my own destiny.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So just going through that hard time, kind of like made you stronger for the person who you knew who you wanted to be in life, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
So when did you knew like, okay, maybe I guess school thing is not for me, so like you're like, I'm gonna start, trying just the entrepreneurial business and just taking I guess a leap of faith and just trying things that, because as a young person, like no one's there necessarily to guide you, or no one's there to tell you what to do,
Right,
essentially.
I could say 2021, like fall semester, I transferred to UCA, and I was gonna play football there. The coach hit me up and wanted me there and stuff. And man, I worked my ass off. Like I went the hardest I ever went in my life. Like looked the best, felt the best. I was the fastest, quickest I ever been. Like I never worked that hard in my life. I got into like school semester was coming up, so I got everything lined up, like my shots, all my GPAs in order. I took summer classes, everything. Like, bro, they didn't even let me, like, you feel me, dress out. They didn't let me be on a practice squad. Like, they telling me they want to see me see some grades of mine or whatever. I'm like, I did all this to not even, like, be a part of nothing at all.
Right.
Spent all this money over the summer, and I ain't get nothing. And by the time I'm, like, trying to, like, handle everything and get situated, bro, it's like 2 weeks into the like first semester, so I'm already behind on my grades. Like I'm trying they're so unorganized at this point. I don't know if they are now, but bro, it was like crazy. I'm trying to do all this stuff on my own that they should be handling, bro. I'm behind on my schoolwork already. So I started off bad, and I was like, man, and I was moving pairs pretty good. Like I had a pretty good like clientele.
So yeah, I guess before we jump, I guess, or during that time, so I guess how did it started? I guess
How did that start?
yeah, you're
You talking about like how did I start selling shoes, or like how did I what?
right. Yeah, how do you start selling shoes? I guess, or
See,
what clicked in your head where like this is, because I guess everything runs parallel with you playing football, trying to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, I guess at the same time, unknowingly, I guess you not necessarily intentionally trying to start a business. It sounds like you started a business, or your job or career.
Yeah.
So like I guess how do they run parallel with like, because at this moment, like we say, um, I'm sure you are not the only kid who's gone through that stuff. Like where coaches promise them like a student something, and then they don't get their promises fulfilled,
Yeah.
or maybe someone in Bryant or any place in the world may be listening. They may be in the same place that you and your mom were a couple years back in the 1-bedroom apartment, and they may just be listening to you and in a way just kind of looking up to your story and the way how you're able to overcome all this things that have happened to you. So like, I guess just kind of like if you don't mind sharing or just breaking down how things kind of just ran parallel to one another.
Okay, I got you. So basically, like, I'm always like to keep it pushing, keep it going type of guy. Like, don't sit in your sorrow. Like, don't sit in don't dwell on the bad things that happen. Like, always keep it going forward. No matter what you're doing. Like, always see the good in things. Always see the bright side. I'm like a more of a half full than a half empty type of guy.
Right.
So man, just being in college and not being able to do what I love. Like, I knew I loved shoes, and I knew I wanted to make some money.
Right.
And I knew it had to be, like, legal, and it had to be something that I enjoyed.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate that you saying that, being honest, because a lot of people just, when things are going hard, quick money, fast money, money that's not clean money, sometimes sounds like, in a way, and I appreciate you saying that, actually, because a lot of people make themselves like the victims,
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, this is the only out I have, Like, I don't have any other choice. Like, and then obviously you're hearing here my boy, he's saying, you know what? He knew the consequences, but brought things that were not legal, and
Right.
and then you kept doing that. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No,
I just kind of want to put an emphasis on that what you're doing, right?
For sure, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'll leave off at.
Oh, that you were wanting to make clean, good money, and that you were.
Oh yeah, man. I didn't have any money, and bro, I just had to do something. I had to do something when I was like 18, 19, and I had to, like, didn't nobody really give me nothing like that for real. I had to make it happen myself. I had a couple jobs in college, but I'd rather, like, make everything happen on my own means, my own time. Be in control of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you about to say?
No, I was
For sure.
You good?
So I guess you love shoes. So what was like the first pair you flipped, and you're like, you know what? Let's go give it a try. Let's go give it a go.
The first pair I flipped, it was a pair of my own. Some origin story ones, like they call it the Spider-Man ones. I bought them from one of my buddies playing football, and they was I had them for a while. I wore them out pretty good, man, and I decided I wanted to let them go because I ain't need them no more. I didn't care about them, and I bought them for like $80, like a year ago, and I sold them for like $250, and I don't know that. After that, I was like, bro, what? I just made like. I wasn't calculating what I paid for them, but I was like, bro, I got $250.
Right? Yeah.
Used pair of shoes, like,
How worn out were they?
bro. I'm not gonna lie, like,
I'm saying, like, if I was me, I wouldn't have spent that much on shoes that are like super worn out,
That's the thing, though. Even used, that shoe was going for like $500. Brand new, it was like $600 to $700. Crazy.
That's insane. Yeah.
Crazy, and I didn't even know that.
Right.
I didn't even know that for real. I was just pricing.
So like a kid probably just thought he was hustling you then.
He probably did. Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
In hindsight, because if you think you got to give it out for like, I guess, a lesser, cheaper price
Yeah.
than what they really were, I mean, like at the end of the day, I guess both of you got a good deal, right?
Yeah, but when you look at it the way you said it, I did get hustled. I did.
But it was like it's your early stages, right? So like, it's part of the learning process
Yeah.
of like, being an entrepreneur. So after that, were you able to like, you're like, okay, I'm going to invest this $250 and turn it into buy more shoes, or how did that work?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, man. Like, the process of like entrepreneurship, bro, when you start with nothing, it's so crazy and like so risky. Like, bro, so I sold all the shoes I had except for like one pair.
Oh, so you did sell all your shoes?
Yeah, I ditched all my shoes except like one pair.
What other
bro.
shoes did you have?
Bro, I can't remember exactly. I know I sold some like Oreo Yeezys,
Oh yeah.
the ones, and like a pair of like old low top 11 Jordan 11s or something. I probably had like a total of what, like $500. Man, I'm telling you, like, what I do. Then I start asking people like, bro, sell me your used shoes. Sell me your used shoes. Like, what you don't want no more, just sell them to me. So like, I'm taking the 500 and flipping it to 700, taking the 700 and flipping it to 1,000 and taking it, like, I had to do it like 30, 50 times, bro, before I even like get to seeing some like real money for real. And I don't know, just taking that risk every single time, it just built up this like courage and built up this like this grit inside me to like, bro, I can do this. Like I can do this for a living. Like I can do this, bro. And I don't know, ever since then, like now it's just crazy. Like now, you know, it's up to like 100, 150, still like 200, 300 pairs of shoes a month.
Yeah. And go check out his Instagram. What is it?
It's V2V.solez, SOLEZ.
Okay, so funny story about that. I was in Walmart and I see this girl with some UNC dunks. And I'm like, girl, you know, just not necessarily like trying to hit on her at all.
Trying to holler at her.
No. I try to holler. I just appreciate like a good shirt.
And the girl too. No shit.
No. But I was like, I like your shoes. Where'd you get them? This was like a way back. And then she goes, "Oh, I got this guy on like Instagram. She showed me your Instagram, and then all the shoes that you have.
Yeah.
And then I saw that a couple people that I follow were following you. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this guy's legit, you know. So I was like, okay, interesting. And then obviously, as just part of just getting to know people and trying to do this pod, I was like, gotta hit him up to be on it. I appreciate you just taking the time to be here.
So man, I appreciate you for taking the chance on me. And shout out to everybody that support me when I'm not around. I love y'all, man. For real. That's how I got here. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
So I guess what's the plan now that you go moving forward as your business expanding and growing and things that.
Man. See, the thing is, I don't even feel like I have this like totally figured out yet.
Right,
Because,
yeah.
man, I can be doing way better than what I am. Like, I know, like, you know, 6-figure earners that just do this. I know
Right.
almost some, like, millionaires, like, doing this.
Right, yeah.
And I'm not nowhere close to that yet.
Right.
So I know I have work to do, and I know it's a lot of things I can improve on. So right now I'm still in the progress of mastering myself with the shoe stuff and being an entrepreneur and just being a better man. Like, you know, really, that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm trying to mature more so I can, cause you know, it goes deep. It goes deeper. Like, if I'm like handling deals and, you know, somebody like $5 off my price, like I can be so like prideful that I'll let $230 walk away from me from like $5, and that's just not ideal. That's not smart at all.
Right, yeah.
That's a pride thing that you need to work on the inside. Like, so I'm just trying to mold more as a mature, you feel me, young man right now, and just hopefully like everything reflects around me from what I work on the inside.
And how many years of experience you have this? Doing
3.
this? 3?
3.
Have you had like a mentor that's helped you out through like the shoe game?
Nah, not personally. I can't lie and say I never like watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos or something. Like, I used to watch Red Kicks a whole lot. Like, I don't know if y'all heard of him. He's a reseller out in like Cali.
I know Cool Kicks. What's his face?
Cool Kicks, 2J's, well, with the big store out there in Las Vegas.
No,
I got Joe for Complex.
Joe de la Puma. Yeah.
See, I grew up like I used to watch all these sneaker shows and claws and sneaker collection things. Like, so yeah, man.
Hey, DJ Khaled has a nice sneaker
DJ Khaled has a nice one, but he got everything. Yeah.
Oh, you
man.
got what the Ben Kicks.
Ben Kicks, yeah. He was some motivation growing up, just looking at him like, dang, like he with the Migos, Takeoff, like all them, like dang.
Yeah, and he was just like super young too.
For real.
R.I.P. Takeoff. Yeah.
R.I.P. Takeoff, man. For real, the Rocket.
So, what was your first pair of shoes you remember ever buying or thinking, man, I really want these shoes?
For me, like one of my grills, and was really crazy. I just got it like a week ago, bro. I'm geek right now thinking about it. It's the Toro Bravo 4s, bro. They like all red with the like black strap. I have to show y'all, bro. They so clean. They came out in like 2013.
Oh, really?
Dang.
Yeah, 2013. I wanted them bad, and I finally got them, bro. And it's like, yeah, that's like the one shoe. I was like, bro, what?
I thought he said he got some Dior's or something.
I wish, man. I wish. Soon. I gotta show y'all them Toros, bro, so y'all can appreciate that like me.
Yeah, I gotta see those. I don't think I've seen those.
For sure.
But what I'm talking about, like whenever you're a young kid though, like you're growing up. Like, what's the first like, or I guess whenever you were, how old were you in 2013?
Bro, 2013. What was I?
Or am I just that old?
Bro, I was like 11.
Wait, you're 21, right?
Yeah. I was like 11, bro.
You're like either 12 or 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
I guess I was young. You count that as young.
Yeah, that is young. Yeah. So, but what was the first pair you actually, I guess, obtained whenever you're young age? Obviously now I guess you got your dream shoe.
The first pair was some used Carmine 6s. And bro, at this time I wore like a size 10, but that was a size 12, bro. That was a 12. But like I told y'all,
You was a size 10 at 10, 11 years old?
bro, yes, I was size 10, bro.
Dang, son.
But yeah, man, it was crazy. They molded to my feet. It was some Carmine 6s, man. And that's always gonna be one of my favorite Jordans too. One of my favorite shoes, period. Some Carmine 6s, size 12. I wore them till they was beat, done, over with. Yeah, man. It's the Carmine 6s, the first pair I ever got. Used pair too.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah. See, most of my shoes I buy now are used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer used. You know, knock off what $200.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I wear them anyways. That's how I see it.
Have you had like a crazy story, like when you go over there and try to like sell shoes to anybody and people like try to do crazy stuff or whatever?
I know I got some crazy stuff happening.
We ain't promoting violence, but but
So-
if you don't mind telling us, I'm just
You gotta let me think real quick. You gotta let me think, cause I know some crazy stuff have happened before.
Cause I know like also like the flipping shoes and all that. It's kind of low key dangerous too, you know.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dangerous, man. I was trying to think so I can tell y'all something juicy, man. Hold on, let me think real quick.
here's another sort of like not necessarily juicy, but it could be. Who has slid in your DMs that has, I guess, some sort of like notoriety, I guess, that asking for shoes.
I sold some shoes to Bankroll Freddie before.
Okay.
A rapper. He a rapper from down here.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple like NFL players, like big college football players, Razorbacks and stuff like that. Like some people from like the Cowboys shot with me and stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like, were you like?
Did you meet him or you just send him the shoes?
Yeah, I just sent them the shoes. It was like more of a word of mouth thing. How like you heard about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, word of mouth thing. They like follow me on Instagram. Like, bro, what you got on this side? I heard you have like the shoes. I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you. Like, and
How does it feel whenever like, I guess bigger clients like them hit you up?
it motivates me. It motivates me to know that like, you know, I'm not out here like unseen. Like what I'm doing is actually, you know, it makes sense. It's paying off. So it motivates me to keep going for real. It makes me want to like go harder because I need to have his whole team hit me up. I need to be, you know, the supplier.
You need to
for
be
real.
the plug for the whole team. Yeah, for
I need
sure.
to be the plug for the whole team.
Yeah.
And I know I can. That's what I'm striving for.
But like, I guess as far as like, you know, it's so hard nowadays to get in the sneaker game. Have you ever like, especially like with Sneakers app? Have you ever hit on it Sneakers app?
Yeah. What's crazy is I've been hitting a lot lately. And I
Really?
usually don't. Like I usually pay resale for everything. Like
Yeah.
I don't hit for retail. I don't like it was at one point where bro, I didn't even try. I didn't enter raffles. I didn't have people enter raffles. Like I didn't do anything. I just be like, bro, when you win the shoes, just hit me up and I'll buy it. Like literally, like I was tired of it. But Yeah, it is pretty hard. It is pretty hard with the credibility thing and people trusting you and just building that reputation. Like it is hard.
No, I guess what I meant to say is like, where do you get your main? Are most of your shoes like used, or do you ever have like a, I guess a bit like a LA supplier or whatever that you can be like, hey, give me some those Tiffany and companies or whatever.
Type shit. It's really like 50-50. Really like it's no telling like if I come across y'all and y'all have a collection of 100 pairs and y'all be like, take come over here and cash me out. I can run into y'all one day out of the week and spend 10,000 with y'all or something like that. And so it's like it depends on what's coming out. I have a mixture of both though. I sell used and new shoes, so
Right.
I never could just tell like if I'm gonna have all new or all used.
Cause like, and I guess since you are just getting started, but I think I don't know if you saw that like those videos on like Instagram or the social media where like there was such a big hype for the lost and founds, but some like let's say like Cool Kicks already had like plenty of them, or like Fight Club already had so much of them without
Right.
being pre-released. Do you have those people that you can like call or just whatever, be like, hey?
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I got into the unreleased game around like last July. I can get my hands on pretty much anything before it even come out.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much like anything. And I feel like I ain't gonna say a lot of people have access to it, but it's just the price. It's the prices, man. Like, they be pretty high. You gotta be messing with some like big ballers to like even for it to even make sense for you to buy 'em.
So whenever you do, I guess, are in that unreleased game, the price is so much higher than, yeah. Because I remember like some Jordan ones, and I was at a Dallas sneaker shop. They were like $700,
Yeah.
but like after they released,
Like 200.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just went to like straight up to like, they
Retail.
retail price.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's such of a big risk, but like if you have the demand for it, then by all means, like I'll do it. I'll do it. Like I've been getting some unreleased stuff in lately, like some like Lucky Green ones, some like unreleased dunks, all that, some stuff I know that's gonna move.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
And you just met those people how?
Online, internet, like through like other references and people shout me out or reposting my story or me buying from them, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all like one big circle. Like this is like one big community. Like it's people out in Florida that know people personally all the way to Cali, like all the way to New York, and it's a big community that people didn't know exists probably until like last year, cause people didn't like. I told y'all people didn't respect the shoe game for real.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
They thought it wasn't nothing like, man, y'all selling shoes. Yeah. It's shoes that you buy for $100 and sell for $800 to $1,000 easily. Travis Scott's, for example.
Oh yeah, those are like crazy stupid.
Come
Like,
on now, and it's people that
But retail was like what, 190 or something like that.
bro, no, like 160.
Yeah.
160 is people, and the shoe sells for 1,200,
Yeah.
and it's people that has 100 pairs on release date. Come on, you do the math.
yeah, that's insane. like, how do you?
You do the math.
Yeah.
It's
How do you
not-
get access to that?
man, it's
Just having plenty of business.
Yeah, it's just all about who you know, good relationships, good business, being a stand-up guy, stand-up woman.
Yeah.
It's just all about you, man, for real. Conversation rule the nation.
It's kind of like that networking, how they're building that trust.
It's all it is, man. That's all it is. Somebody feel like they know you personally or
Yeah.
feel like they can like, mess with you for real, bro, they'll probably tell you their deepest dark secrets, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
just be cool, calm, collective, and be yourself, be authentic. Be
Yeah.
genuine, and God gonna have whatever He has for you right at the next door if you play your cards right.
Have you ever came across, I guess, fake shoes that you're like, man?
Oh yeah, bro. I didn't over my whole 3 years,
Yeah.
bro. I probably didn't lost at least $6,000 to $7,000 on fake shoes.
Dang.
At least
Like people sold you fake shoes, or
Yeah. At least.
So now can you
can you
not
tell? Can
now
you
with the
identify?
naked eye? Can you tell?
Oh yeah, most definitely I can tell now. Like I done been through so many. It's some pairs that I still haven't seen in hand. So if I get a fake pair and I haven't never seen an authentic pair, then I'll probably be like, but fortunately, it's apps now that I can like upload pictures to and like,
Like
they
the check app.
check, legit check, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I tried using that check, but it wouldn't load for some reason.
for real, yeah, it be having so many requests to be glitching out, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, low key, I know I got some fakes on ones because I can tell.
For
but
real?
it was a gift, so like I ain't gonna,
for sure. I feel.
I ain't gonna lie, brother. I'm not sure I got some fake Jordans because I got some from StockX.
You bought some from StockX.
For real?
Yeah.
Bro, hold on, bro. They said StockX was selling fakes. I don't think I never received a fake pair from StockX, but
Okay, that makes me feel better.
I mean, now they took the authentic.
they took it off.
Yeah,
I
they took
seen
it off,
it.
yeah.
I seen it. That's crazy. Like,
yeah, well, yeah. I heard about that too, but I mean, I bought this back in January of last year.
Yeah, what you buy?
I never trust StockX, so I always bought mine off Goat.
Go, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
a go type of guy.
I bought some.
Go pull them out, bro.
Call me out. Go pull them out, bro. All right, I'll pull them out. Here at the stick around for the end of the episode, and he's gonna. I also got this other Yeezys from another reseller, but I don't think I'm not sure how big he is. He went to Central. I can't remember. And I know. He's Indian, so I don't know if.
Well, you don't think they're legit?
I think they're legit because okay. So my very first pair of hype shoes, were the Static 350 Yeezys.
That was big back in the day.
Yeah. The non-static, non-reflective.
Both of them.
Yeah.
All the Yeezys was hype.
Yeah.
And I got them, and that was my very first pair of shoes. And for like 3 or 4 years, I only wore them like maybe once a year.
Damn,
Because
no, special.
I'm just that type of a guy, like, because I was in college, I was just doing Uber, so I was just saving up my little Uber money, trying to
yeah, he was hustling.
trying to get some nice shoes. So like I got them for retail price. I remember I tried to get the static or the reflective ones, because they drop like the reflective ones and then the non-reflective ones like the day after.
Yep.
So like whenever the reflective ones dropped, I remember spending like 2 or 3 hours on the computer on the waiting room or whatever, just to tell me, oh, sorry, you're not, or it's sold out. It doesn't say you're not selected. Yeah, the sneakers, that sneakers out.
Pain, bro.
Yeah.
That's that pain.
That's I'll have PTSD, but it says you were it was sold out. So the next day, I remember putting an alarm and just like making sure like right at 9 I was there when it dropped, and I was able to get them. And I remember I being just so hyped just because like.
And see, sneakerheads these days, or resellers or whatever, bro, they don't even understand that pain. Like back then, you had to like sleep outside to like.
Oh yeah.
You had to sleep outside and be in line to like even qualify to even get a pair in line. And even if you got in line, you weren't even guaranteed your size.
Right, yeah, that's true.
You weren't even guaranteed your size, bro. It was crazy.
How
back
long
then.
ago was this?
Bro, what? I think they stopped doing like camp out, like first come first serve raffles around like 2017, 2018. I think that's when they
Probably,
stopped.
yeah.
Yeah, cause the first shoe I ever camped for was Jordan 10 Powder Blues.
Okay.
Jordan 10 Powder Blues. I don't know, like that was my like actual first brand new pair out the store. Like I told you, I had Jordans before that, but they was all used.
Yeah.
That was my first brand new pair out the store, bro. I was geeked, dog. I was geeked. I got those, and yeah, I beat them to the ground. And I actually need a pair. So anybody watching this and y'all got a pair of size 11 Powder Blue 10s, hit me up. I'm buy those.
There you go. Be
I'm about
reminiscing. So now that we've talked about a little bit about, I guess, your life, as you keep learning and growing, what's something you want to share with the people that has helped you throughout your life, like has always kept you going even when things had gotten tough, you know?
Hey, God is so powerful. God is so powerful, and I feel like He set that question up just to get glorified. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
He's so powerful. Like, what kind of question is that? He knew I was gonna talk about it. Okay. I just got that type of like relationship with him. I like.
No, yeah, for sure.
I talk to him and like. I talk to him like he my homie. Like, you know, like I be transparent with him. Like, 'cause I
Yeah.
just want to be myself for real.
Right, yeah.
And man, I ain't gonna lie. I won't be anywhere without God, Jesus Christ. Like,
Absolutely, brother.
it's just such a blessing to be a part of His kingdom, and it's such a blessing to like have someone to lean on for real, and have someone to trust. Like, I don't know. It's just I just feel like I can't lose for real, and I don't want to sound like cocky or arrogant.
Hey, if God's with you, who's against you, right?
That's I think I got that tatted, bro. I got that tatted.
Really?
It say, if God is for me, then what can be against me? I changed the who to what because it's more like universal, and it can like go to it can go towards anything. Like, what can be against me? Like, nothing at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's just how I think, bro. And like, I don't know. It's just crazy. I'm kind of speechless right now, and I apologize, God, but just know He just.
So that's awesome that you say that, you know, because like I think, you know, it's important to give Him glory, you know, because He's been so good to you and obviously to us. He's been so good to us. But I guess if you don't mind me speaking into this, how's your relationship with Him? How does it look like day to day?
Day to day, like I said, I talk to Him like He's like, well, He is my father, but I talk to Him like He's like that cool dad, that cool father.
Yeah.
Like, and Jesus is my brother, you know? So, like, I talk to them like I know them, and it just make me feel more, like, comfortable and make me, like, have, like, stronger faith and believe in it even more when I, like, can, like, feel like the relationship is authentic and real, you know? So, my relationship it's amazing right now. I feel the best that I ever been in my life, and it's the closest I ever been. Like, I remember, you know, I always been super blessed, man. I always been super blessed, and like when I used to reach like high points, I kind of like push them to the side and be like, you know, you don't need you. It's hard to need somebody when you're doing good.
Yeah.
And man, I made an oath out to myself and told myself like, bro, I'm gonna praise God even more, even when I'm more blessed, then I'm gonna praise Him more when I'm blessed more than when I'm down.
Absolutely.
And I never want to experience life without Him anymore. Like, never. It sucked, bro. It sucked. Like, now even when I go through bad things, it's not bad things. It's literally an introduction to my next blessing. Like, that's how I see everything. Everything. And I can't say I like think perfectly, but I really can't have that bad of a day. I can't, because I know everything works out for my good.
Absolutely, yeah.
And man, it might sound cliche or lame to some people, but I'm telling y'all need to be Team God, and y'all gonna just discover this like peacefulness and this like y'all gonna see the world differently. Like, I feel like I live outside of the matrix for real, because I don't have a 9 to 5. I do everything on my own means, whenever I want to, when I want to.
Yeah.
So I just feel like powerful, man. I feel like I'm my own, like, I don't even want to say it like this, but when you have God with you, He's inside of you at all times. Like, I feel like partially like a God. Like, I don't want to say it like that, because that sound like false, like prophet. But that's not what I mean.
You're just saying like you don't think because you have God by your side, there's nothing that you can't do, basically.
Yeah, bro. I feel powerful. Like, I feel like I can do anything, because God is inside of me.
Yeah.
If He's inside of me, then what does that make me?
Right. Yeah. You're able to obtain whatever. Yeah.
And it sucks to say it, probably on camera in front of everybody.
No, but I mean, I guess if you, I understand what you're saying, because like, well, I guess it's, I don't know if it, well, it's safe to say you're a Christian, right? Or do you read the Bible, or what do you
Yeah.
identify yourself as?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I can't say that. I can't sit right here and say that like I believe the exact stories how they tell it, how it is. Like I don't even like care that much. Like the white Jesus and all that stuff. And like yeah, I don't believe in like that. But I believe that God is real. God has a son that died on a. God has a son that died for our sins. I have a Holy Spirit that live inside of me. Like
And then you accepted him,
yeah,
and
yeah, that's my God. But I can't say I just believe all the extra stuff that they add to it. But
Oh no, right. I guess I don't know what you're talking about with the extra stuff, but I guess when I read the Bible, I guess like I do like NIV, King James,
stuff like that.
or like in Spanish. There's like because we're in, I guess Hispanic,
So,
but like also read it in Spanish. No, but I guess trying to like relate to what you have to say. No, God also came like the King Saul when he was being um chosen by God. It says like the power of God came into King Saul. So like I do understand what you're saying, and not that like that you are God, but God is with you.
right.
But you first of all you have to believe that,
Yeah.
because if you don't believe it, there's no faith,
At all. At all.
So like that way I didn't want to get like I didn't want you to get misinterpreted what you've said. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
exactly what you just said. That's what I meant. Like,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I meant.
And like I guess for people like asking me, oh, where can I read this? Well, I think you can read 1 Samuel chapter like 9 or 10, and I guess at least in Spanish it says like the power of God came into like King Saul. So I guess compared to what you're saying, that's how you feel.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And before we even continue on this subject, I don't even want to sit right here and make it seem like I'm like the holiest person, like most perfect, because
No,
I know
yeah.
I'm not, bro.
Right.
I know I'm not, and I accepted that. And obviously God accepted it if He still, mess with me after I sin every single day. But I can't quote everything in the Bible. I don't even go to church. See, the thing is, I get all my like knowledge and stuff from like reading the book, obviously, and I like listening to sermons like in my house, on like recorded sermons, like on YouTube, because it's more personal to me. Like I get to pause and rewind and go back so I can really understand it, and I can get like I can be as one with the word for real. I feel like when I'm in church, I don't really get that like one-on-one attention. Like I don't get to pause it and be like talk to God like, oh, so that's what I look, I can't just stop everything. So I like to do things like one-on-one by myself.
When did that start? Like, when did you start doing that one-on-one, or when did that relationship with God start?
And I always had the relationship. Probably like when I was in college, like what, around like 2021 type thing, when it was getting hard, I couldn't play the football stuff.
Yeah.
And like I ain't have no money, and I don't know, I was just smoking every day and this and that. Not just man.
Just not living,
Damn,
to your
bro.
true potential.
Yeah, just down, man. Like just down. Not I wasn't myself at all. Wasn't myself. So I know I knew something had to change, and that was one of the times where like I didn't have God in my sight at all. It was the worst time of my life, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all that. It was the worst time of my life.
And I guess how did you came to that conclusion of just like maybe I want to do something different and just get to know God, or just how did that introduction happen?
It's just like it wasn't any other like obvious thing. Like I always knew that He was real. I always knew how powerful He was. It's just that, like I said, like when a lot of things are going good, it's hard. It's hard to praise. It's hard to praise and ask for help when it's going good. Don't nobody help you. Don't nobody help to bless people. They just want help from them.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's like, it was easy to just continue to live my life, but after a while, I'm like, dang, bro, I'm tripping, like just doing things that weren't me for real. So I just know I needed them. Yeah.
So let's say like we kind of repeated this, and maybe hopefully not too many times. But what would you have to say to a kid maybe like who was in your stage where they're in your life stage, whether you were like in Bryant with your mom or whether you're in college, having that hard time, what would you say to them to keep going and keep?
Um, First, I would say don't take anything for granted. Like don't take anything for granted, and especially the people that like gets on your like tail, like gets on your like be on you hard and be on you tough. No, like the people that don't care about you, they won't say anything. So embrace like all of the nagging and all of the you didn't do this right, do this right. It's all like because they love you. It's all because they love you and appreciate everybody that's trying to help you because that's all God. Like anything good comes from God. Like nothing bad like forms from him. So if anything, if anybody's trying to help you with anything, bro, it's sit down from heaven itself. So like don't deny it. Second off, I say whatever like this sounds very cliche as well, but whatever you believe in, it's literally achievable. Like it's achievable. Like probably beyond the measurements that you even can think of as, because the how we see things in life and what we want, it's small. It's small to God. It's very small. Like He wants way more than what we can even imagine for ourselves. So anything you think of is achievable because it's small to your Lord. So man, you can do anything you think of, anything you put your mind to. Like I sell shoes for a living. People thought it was a joke at first, and now, bro, that's all I do. Past 3 years, love my life. One trade for none.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Is there anything else that you're like scared of that you have fear of maybe happening or whatever?
As an entrepreneur, I feel like any entrepreneur has that fear of like losing all their assets uncontrollably. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a car full of shoes. I'm going to an event. I got all my inventory with me. What I don't want to say like the exact number or nothing, but
No, yeah.
say I got like a lot of inventory with me. Like
Right.
this is my assets. This is my money.
That's your living.
This is my living. And well, my car burn up or something, or I get out to go to the gas station. Somebody rob my car with all my stuff in there. Like yeah, that's a fear. That's a fear. I lose. I ain't gonna say everything, but some stuff I'm working on.
Right, no doubt. You have any more questions?
No, I feel like I gotten to know you pretty good, bro.
Yeah, bro. I
For sure.
appreciate for you opening up and just telling your story.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
I guess I have one last question for you. I guess there's one day then where we're not going to be on this earth anymore. What do you want your legacy to be? And what do you want people to say they knew Tay? Or how do they... Yeah, you.
I want to be known as like a provider, a stem from God, really. Someone that helped everybody that passed through my passed through my way of life. I just want to be like, I don't know, I want to be remembered as that person that gave everybody hope to do whatever they thought of or whatever they doubted themselves in doing. Like I want to be that type of person for my family, for my grandkids and their grandkids and stuff like that. I want them to think about me down the road, like, yeah, like Papa Tay, Papa Scott or whatever. Like, yeah, he did that. Like we can do it too.
Right.
Like he showed us how to do it. So, yeah, I definitely want to leave like a whole legacy behind, like a blueprint for everybody, not just my family, but everybody can follow.
For sure.
Turn their life to however they want it to be.
Well, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for this time. I guess like we promised earlier today, I guess Tay's gonna see if my shoes are fake or real. So here we go. I'm gonna go bring them real quick.
Shout out to my guys that hooked me up with the cheese.
Yes, sir.
My favorite snack, bro. They hooked me up. Family size too. Family size. And I ain't sharing with nobody.
They probably fake, George.
You taking too long, huh? I ain't see him, bro. I ain't see him. Let me see what you're working with. I'm gonna show you how to tell yourself too, especially. With
All right.
shoes.
So here we go. The Yeezys, the breads.
Okay. These are sick, bro. These are sick. I'm not gonna lie.
And they're fake knife.
I'm so nervous right now because I spent so much money.
Bro, how much you spending these?
I got those brand new, or from a reseller thing. Well, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, we're taking that out. How much I spent on this shoes?
Bro, I think they legit though.
Okay.
I think these legit.
I think they're too, cause my static ones that I had to compare them to them.
They're the same.
Yeah, they look fairly the same.
One way that you can tell on like Yeezys, especially the 350s, you can tell by the boost at the bottom. If it's like super hard and not like squishy.
Uh
Yeah, if it's like super firm and you can't even push it down,
The fake.
they're fake.
huh. Okay.
Another way you can tell is by the stitching in the inside too, like around the outsole.
Uh huh.
You can tell by the stitching, but the stitch on this pretty tight and pretty good, and you know, it ain't that like firm.
It's Tay approved.
Yeah, these nice.
Okay, so the first
Shoot, I
one.
want to see mine are approved.
Them nice, dog. Let me see the other.
Okay, and then we got.
I want to make sure mine are real too.
Go
Hold
to
up.
grab 'em. I like these. These step right here.
Huh?
These step.
Yeah, those are so
These
nice.
clean, y'all.
Those, I fell in love with them when I was in Oklahoma, and I saw how much they were. They were like stupid expensive, and I was like, yeah. I mean, they're
These were expensive at one point.
yeah, they were like
Man, you must bought these like pre-release or something.
no. I got these like a year ago.
Honestly, they might cost that much now. Like I wouldn't know,
But they were so nice.
but these are nice though, bro. These are nice.
Yeah.
These are nice. Where you get them from?
Those are the ones from got from StockX.
Hold on, you bought these off stock?
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to take that insole out. Dude brought us some heat.
Well, Willie, you know these are not fake, cause he
I'll make sure. I want to make sure these are.
Just look. I'm gonna let y'all look. Hold up. Pull this back. I'm trying to. I ain't messing this shit up. I promise.
You're fine.
Look. Alright, y'all see the white stitching at the back, right?
Yeah.
Y'all see how it's so like intact and like in order?
Yeah.
Like it's like it look like it's probably like barely any faults.
Right.
That's how you know that's how you know when it's legit or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, pretty in order. Like,
Whew, boy, I've
yeah,
been
it's good. It's
the
good.
past year and a half. I've been so like.
You've been scared thinking it was fake.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I was.
Another way you can tell too, Jordan ones. They say like if you push this down, if you like press this down, it should pop back up on its own.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Oh. He said.
I'm scared at
I
first.
said no.
Oh, good.
And then yeah, well, I got those. I got the classic pandas. Everyone has those. And then I got the Sakai's.
What color?
The yellow ones, yellow and black.
Yeah, I like Sakai. So.
I got those. I got from Goat, so I'm gonna say those are legit.
Where you get these from?
Goat.
Go won't fail you, man. Go won't fail you. Let's see.
So I've only got them from Goat.
You only bought from Go?
Yeah, I got these from Goat too. But these are pretty much my beaters. I just wear them every day.
He said.
Stitching. See, I only had like one pair of these ever.
Yeah.
So like, it's hard to like. All Jordan ones are like the same.
Yeah.
So it's like easy like to determine or like figure it out and see it. But like when they make like different like type of material dunks and stuff, it'd be different. So, but I ain't gonna lie, if you got them off Gold, I feel like they straight though. Another way is too, you can just look at the. Hold up. I had to look at some pictures, bro, see how like the stitching like kind of like intertwining with each other.
Oh yeah.
But you see how on the Nike it got like it's like parallel.
Yeah.
But you see how right here it's like intertwining. I have to like look on the internet to see like that's all of them intertwined like that, cause it's usually supposed to be like
Super clean.
like consistent. Like I don't know if you can see the stitching on his dunks right now, but like you see like it's just like parallel everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like parallel, and then like they intertwine. I don't know. I could just be talking, but that's a big way to like. Find
Yeah.
it.
What time to resell those, Willie?
Shit, it might be straight though, man. I ain't no freaking.
No, it is.
What's that girl on Facebook that pops up on all the like verification shoes? She works for eBay or whatever. I know you.
I've probably seen it before, no doubt.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
I got these. I got lucky with these.
Yeah, where you get those from?
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sneakers. These clean, bro. Clean. What you think about them?
Oh, no, I wanted them. Yeah.
You didn't get selected.
I didn't get selected.
Y'all don't pay resale or something?
It's because after paying so much for these resales, I'm like, I probably just need to stop the collection.
I got these two for resale, but those I got retail.
For sure. Yeah, that's my problem, man. I'm done now though, cause I finally got those churros.
Oh yeah.
Last pair I needed. I think I need like 2 more pairs, but it'll probably be a while until I come upon them.
I do want some off-whites, but just because they're obviously the high.
Just off white.
Yeah, but yeah, but I don't know.
They're expensive though.
They're too expensive.
Crazy.
But yeah, I think that wraps up the show. I'm happy my shoes are not fake. At least the ones, because I thought they might have been Fugazi, so they're not. So that's good.
They're good.
I can sleep better at night now.
Appreciate you coming on, bro. For real.
So, bro, I appreciate y'all having me. Y'all cool people.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for coming on. Just share your Instagram tag one more time so people can be sure where they can find you.
Y'all tap in with me at V2V.solez. SOLEZ on Instagram. Hit me up.
Yes,
Have everything you want, anything you need. Got you.
for sure. Make sure you hook him up. I mean, yeah, look him up. Not make sure you look him up. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Wall of Friends Podcast.
And on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, yeah, for sure. Appreciate you guys for your time and
Google Podcasts.
and Google Google Podcasts. With that, until next one, see ya.
Peace out.